All right, so good morning, everyone. We are welcome to today's session, right? So, as we said last week, this would be the last online meetup, right? Um, so, as we're rounding up, I just thought let's look at another niche that we've not covered so far, right? Because we've worked with that Ryobi's theme, which is a custom theme, a premium theme, right? Then we've worked with, I think Mr. Paul did some SEO stuff like with us, right? Then we've done like an e-commerce, which is an online store. Then today we are going to be working around sort of like a real estate, feel or a real estate business. So that is what we are going to be working with today. And we are still going to be using Astra. So we are going to use Astra for a bit. Then once I've pushed or once I've gotten us to that point where, what is remaining is just to edit with Elementor, right? I'll just maybe abandon that so I could show you how to get premium themes and all. Um, so that being said, let me go to so the same thing I did last week. That's what we are going to be doing, right? So I have two domains here because Astra takes a while to install. So I have one that the installation is done. Then we are going to work with this same one, which is where you stopped last week, right? The e-commerce thing. So we are going to be resetting again, then installing Astra. Then once it starts reading to 100%, then I'm going to jump to this. Are we still together, please? Are we still together?
Yes, we are together, sir.
All right. So basically, that would be like the order of program for today, right? So we are going to start with the Astra thing, then or basically we are going to start with the reset. Then once we get to that progress part, then we are going to shift back to this, right? So without wasting more time, let's quickly go to our plugins area. Remember, anytime you want to reset your site, you basically need a WP reset tool. So I want to believe you still have it installed, which is this. But then if you don't, it means you probably need to just add new plugin, then install the WP reset. But I want to believe we still all have the WP reset tool, right? Then yeah, so remember we are not paying for any premium again, well at least for now, right? So you just need to navigate to this area where, where you have site reset without the pro. So go ahead and type in your reset, then you go ahead and reset your site. So all right, so it says reset success, right? So it means if we go back to our website, you know, it will return back to the default, WordPress blank page, right? So what I do also is, are we still together, please?
Yes, we are.
Hope the number is increasing because I'm expecting like 50 something or 60 something. Has it gotten to 50 yet?
Not yet.
We are still at what?
We are still at four.
Jesus. Or was it because I posted the link late yesterday? Yeah, because I would have posted the link
I think
earlier.
everyone knows there will be a meetup today, so I don't think it's because of that.
Or maybe rapture have taken place again, but
I
then
hope
I
we are safe
believe
now.
I don't trust you, right? But Mrs. Vicky David, right? So I don't think rapture has taken place because you understand. If it's that it's taking place, then it probably will be maybe me and Mr. Sheye.
We'll have gone and leave the others behind.
All right, so we've reset the site. So so remember what the analogy I gave a few weeks ago, right? It's just like you want to build. Please let's mute. Oh, Mrs. Vicky, please let's mute. All right, so it's just like you have a flat and you want to, convert it to a duplex. You basically just need to, take everything down, then you build from scratch again because you can't build on top what is it called, an incompatible foundation. So that's basically what this is. Even though you've reset, but the way the WP reset works, it's not entirely deleting everything. It just deactivates stuffs, but the stuff will still be there, which explains why it has switched the theme to 2025, but this particular Astra one is still there, just that it is not active anymore. So you do your cleanup as much as possible, right? So I'll go ahead and click theme details, then you delete. So please let's mute to. So I need to go to plugins also. Then yeah, so I basically just need to delete every of these plugins here, probably minus WP reset. So I'm going to toggle this to select everything. Then I want to unselect WP reset so I can bulk delete all these ones. Yeah. So as you're deleting, you remember you start getting I think it's deleting already, right? So these ones have been deleted, but oftentimes you still get some stubborn ones. We have some stubborn sets of people also. They just won't agree to whatever it is you're doing, right? So the same thing works here also. You could see that these ones refuse to delete. So what I do in that case is I just click the plugins again, so I could have a more cleaner interface, right? So I'll do the same thing I did earlier, but even as I'm doing it, I see this part cannot be clicked, right? So you can see it can't be clicked. So oftentimes once it happens like this, the culprit is always this WooCommerce. Are we still together, please?
Yes, we're together.
Yeah, so the culprit is always this WooCommerce. Sometimes it requires you to activate because it is the one responsible for. These ones are basically like it's, children. This one is the ancestor, right? So it's just like it's refusing to go until you activate it. So you go ahead and activate it. So these other ones can open up, right? So yeah, so it's gone back to the settings wizard, so I could just remove these ones, then go back to WP admin. Let me see. Okay, so I'll go back to plugins. Okay, now see that these ones are now active, so I could now click all, then unselect WP reset, then I can delete. So just try out stuff to see what works, right? Because sometimes you might be doing stuff, then you notice sometimes they won't just respond. It's just to check what is actually causing it and all, right? So now these ones have been deleted, but the WooCommerce is still there, right? So I'll go ahead and deactivate the WooCommerce, then the delete option would open up, right? Because what I want is to clean up the entire thing, right? You don't install a theme on top of another theme. That is a very bad way of designing a website, right? So now you can see the delete option is now active, so I could go ahead and click delete. Yeah, so now we have only WP reset. So the next step is to install a theme, right? Remember, we are still working with the Astra theme. So click on appearance, then you add theme, right? So oftentimes you might need to search, but recently WordPress have started putting or should I say ranking Astra a little bit higher at the top, right? So even from loading this page, you see the Astra theme. So go ahead and click install. Then once install change to activate, you can go ahead and click on activate. Any questions so far while this is installing? Any question, then I'll click activate. I want to use your questions to buy time. So any question before I start calling names now? But are we still together though? Are we still together? Oh.
We are.
Wait, is it my
Yes, we are
network?
together.
Thank you. But you can hear me loud and clear, right? Because the page seems to be dragging out a bit. Let it not be that my network has decided to.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So once you have this interface, the next thing is to click Start Building Now. Remember, the essence of Astra is to import, these several other templates that comes with it, right? So click Start Building Now while it activates this, template, right? So we'll give it a moment. Um, all right, so it has picked that page. You can see this circle icon has changed to X, so it means it is loading another page, right? So you just let it load, and always have this at the back of your mind that as long as WordPress is concerned, you click a link or a button, please do not double click, right? As long as you click, something is happening or here is loading, just wait it out, right? WordPress gets confused easily, right? So we don't want to build with AI. Hopefully within the next few months or a year, building with AI part of WordPress would, right now it's still very basic, right? So hopefully very soon this is going to be so powerful, that won't require us, using Elementor anymore. But for now, we go with this option, right? Then we select the Elementor page builder. Then you just wait it out. It's trying to import those templates, right? And remember, I said we are going to be working with we are going to be building a real estate website, right? So I'll do maybe later. Then real estate is a business, right? So instead of having to scroll and scroll and scroll, I just want to filter these options from here. So I could just do local business. You can see plumber, roof, transport. So I don't see anything real estate here. So real estate will probably be here. You can see restaurant, website, hotel, construction. So I want real estate. So I'm going to click real estate. So this is just to filter out these themes for real estate ones. You can see premium. We can't use this because it's not free. This one is not free. This is free, but I don't like the face of. I don't like the way this man is looking, right? So yeah, we could go with this one because this is free also, and we could go with this. But I hate this color, the way this is looking already. I don't quite like this, so I'll probably just click this. Even though this is real estate and this is construction, but it's more or less like the same thing, right? Are we still together? So maybe we'll just are we still together?
Yes, we are together.
Okay. So I'll probably just go with this one. So once you click, you let it load. Some persons prefer to change the secondary colors of website right from here. You can see it is selecting this one, which explains why you have these yellowish colors, right? So if you are the type that, you want to kill three birds with one stone, you could just change the secondary colors from here. But otherwise, you can just go ahead and click continue, right? Then yeah, so it pre-selected some plugins for you, right? So if I were you, I won't add some more. I'll just go ahead and click continue, right? Then it's asking you for your name, tell us about yourself, right? Since this is just for practice purpose, right? I'll just put my name, then yeah, then submit and build my website. Yeah, so we are familiar with this step already. So the progress bar just moves from this place to 100%, right? You can see it is installing all these plugins, which is going to take a while. So that was why I said, I currently have two domains, right? This particular one, then because we can't wait for this to complete. But remember, this is moving from this place until it gets to 100%. So once it gets to 100%, you get that balloon, congratulations and whatnot, right? Then you see this interface. You can see I've changed to another domain. So this is what you will see once this is complete, right? So am I allowed to just jump to this place so we can continue? Am I allowed? Do we agree? Or should we wait? Hello.
You can jump, sir.
I can jump. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, you can continue.
All right. So yeah, so once it is 100%, right? So you can just click on this to view your website, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. So if it is the first time, oh, before I even finish, it's done, right? You can see this was this theme I selected, right? You can see. So these are all, demo data. Funny enough, right? I've not paid for anything on this theme, but you will agree with me that there are so many websites out there that are not even as fine as this. We've not even touched anything, no. We've not started editing or changing anything, right? So oftentimes some persons that have an eye for design, they might look at an Astra website and yeah, it's fine, but it's not giving that premium feel, right? Because I'm not seeing any animations anywhere. So some people actually, fancy stuff like that. You understand? Which is why, you know, oftentimes you reach out to a web designer to build something, they won't really consider an Astra theme. But if you're building a website for somebody that probably they are not so design freak like that, and the amount they are paying you, it's not actually big enough to go get like a custom theme or a premium theme, right? These other ones too can serve the purpose. You understand, right? So this is how our website feels now, right, without edit. And I want to believe we are familiar with this environment already. We want to take out. If I were you, anytime I'm designing, I take it from top to bottom, right? You still remember that song? So the top is this top bar area. So probably you take out this logo, you put the person's number, then if they have social links, you put the links to their platforms here, right? So this is the top. And oftentimes this top area, especially from here to here, they are usually hidden inside the customized area, even without guessing or trying to check the elementor and all. They are usually inside customized. Even though some teams just move everything to elementor, right? So the first place I'll check whenever you start designing a website would be the customized area. So I'll go ahead and click on customize. Any questions so far? And hope I'm not moving too fast. Is hunger? Am I moving too fast?
No, sir.
The way we pause sometimes, I'll start wondering maybe network has cut me off.
We are with you, sir. We are with you, sir.
Yeah, with you, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, so
I'm with you.
you said you're
I'm
what?
with you.
You are with me. Hello.
Yes.
I'm the only one here. Nobody is here. I'm the only one in this.
We are with you. We are not the only ones, sir. We are with
Mr.
you, sir.
Shego, we are with you, sir. We are
I'm
together
with you
with you.
now. You are not the only one.
No, me, I mean literally where I am right now. So that was a slight thing.
Just send me the address. Let me come and join you.
So you can come and wheelie me here, Abi.
No, now.
All right, so right from the customized area, you can even edit this other part. Remember, once you hover, then you get a pen tool, it means it can be edited. That's basically what it means. So without even having to go through this left hand side, even though you can, because whatever it is I click, it opens it up here. Right, so maybe I want to change this logo. I'll just click on this. Yeah, you can see where the logo is coming from, right? So oftentimes you can just pay attention to this area, right? Because from here it says enable on complete website. So now I want to believe logo should be enabled on complete website. So I don't really see the need to toggle this part, even though their English is somehow. Enable on complete website, this should have been on, but since it's working already, so I'll just leave this part. Then transparent logo, yes. Um, okay, there's this website I'm working on currently. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Anytime I'm working on a website, now see these people, right? They sent their logo to me, but I don't like this logo. Are we seeing this logo? Hello, are we seeing this logo?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't really like this logo now because it's looking like an image, not a logo, right? So it means this logo would have a background. I can't even take it to remove .bg and remove the background because the content in this is part of their logo, that hill part, that tree part, and all. So I usually don't fancy or like logos like this, right? So oftentimes, if the logo they send to you, it's something that is like the regular logo, sort of like the logo of our own website now, Tech Patriot Globals, right? It's something that you can, it's just like this particular one. It doesn't have to have a background. That is what I'm saying, right? Having a logo or putting a logo here that has a white background, it will work, but it's going to just change the entire design of this place, right? So now let me do something here so you understand where I'm coming from. Let me see if I can track that logo. See this one, I see that the logo has a white background, but even that can be edited. Let me see if I can track this their logo. See this one, right? It has a white background. So now let me put that and you see. You can see how funny this area looks. So I don't really like having logos like this. This would have been better if the logo is on a transparent background, which would not alter the design of this interface, right? But remember what they say, customers are always right. Not every time, but we'll just how do they normally say these things, Seth? There's something about something that thinks they are deceiving or something like that, right? And somebody that thinks they are, share is their website now, just do it the way they want, right? Even though you can recommend something you feel would be better, right? But there are sometimes now you just find yourself in that back and forth. So I try as much as possible to avoid that loop. You understand? So just put their logo like that if they don't want the transparent one. Then here you can set the width, right?
Sorry, Mr. Shemu.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, in a case where the logo is something like this that you just brought up now that has a white background, okay? And the you now explain to the client, and the client is saying, okay, make it transparent, remove the white background. For example, they've given you the go ahead and make
Yeah.
the logo to have a transparent background. How,
You got cut off a bit there.
okay, for example,
No, no, no. I got the
you
initial part, but towards the tail end of what you asked, you just got cut off.
okay, like the client have given you go ahead now, you've explained to the client that okay, this background, this image is not good for the website,
Yeah.
okay, because of the white background. They agreed with you to remove, let's say, to remove the background, the white background, to make it transparent. If they've left it entirely to you, how do you go about removing the white background, for example?
All right. So here's what I
Now,
do. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to look for some random logos, so I'll explain. Okay, see this particular one. If anybody sends me this logo, I can always remove the background, right? I can remove that white background. If anybody sends this logo, this one can be removed. Even this can be removed, right? So let me look for logos that, even this IBM thing, this NASA one can be removed. All these ones here can be removed. Even this can be removed. Let me see. There are some very annoying logos like that removing, there are some shaku
let's say,
shaku.
let's say, for example, that one that you just chose in the website.
Exactly. Instead of wasting this one is done. This particular one here, you can see that these people, I don't want to say they got lazy or their designers got lazy, right? Because this is not a logo, right? This is an image of a place that they now put their name at the top. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm talking about, right? this in
Yes,
itself
sir.
is not a logo. This is the image. It's just like they snapped a building, the bricks building, right? Just like imagine they snapped bricks building, then they converted it to like a mock-up, then they now put bricks academy at the top. This is the picture of an image or a place, not a logo, right? So it means these people, they are probably like, oh, we don't want to pay any designer to design a logo for us, let's just use this and put our name at the top, right? Just like somebody snapping maybe Google, instead of using that their Google, right? They just snapped the front of their office, then they put Google at the top. That is the picture of an image. So like in this case, I can't even remove the background, because if you remove the background of this thing, right, it means you are removing what this mountain is standing on, you are removing what this house is standing on, you are basically damaging the entire picture, right? So from images like this that is not a logo, you just go ahead and maybe size it, reduce the size and use it like that. But for regular logos that are like logos, you can always remove the background, which is to just go to remove.bg. Hey, I just saw one. Let me see if I can go back. Yeah, if somebody sends this Coca-Cola to me, right, this will be hard to remove because Coca-Cola, this part here, if I take it to remove.bg will be like, do you want me to remove this Coca-Cola? How about this white line below it? Is it part of this Coca-Cola too, or it is separate? Right, so those are some of the complexities in the logo some people send, right? Unless maybe you are using some design tools like maybe Photoshop and stuff like that, then you can remove Coca-Cola here and still remove this white part as being part of the logo, right? So now if I go to remove.bg, yeah, so it's just to upload whichever logo you have. You just to click here and just upload any logo you want in there. You understand? Let me see if I can even upload this one self. Let me see the magic it is going to do on this one. Right now, see, their logo is now looking like all those 1980 something novel cover, right? Like all those novel books, like the cover, right? Because remove.bg has altered, you can see the edges of that thing, right? The reason is because this is not an actual logo, even though they wanted it to be a logo, but this is a regular image. So these are some of the reasons why, once they, oh, you do have a logo, this is the logo, do you have another one? No, this is the one we have. I don't want to assume the role of a web designer and also assume the role of a graphic designer, so I'll just go ahead and use the way they said. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so just upload your logo. Then one other thing you have to always be conscious of is always look for an icon, right? Icons are these ones at the top. See all those logos at the top, right? You don't want to design a website for somebody and you have this circular thing as the icon, right? So that is usually inside maybe site identity. Yeah, you can see it here, site icon. So you always change their site icon. So you can always use the logo as the site icon. Though it will ask you to crop. So you could maybe crop or just keep cropping. You can see, so this is the icon that will now go alongside that website. It is very, very important, right? The circular one is the generic. Don't leave it as the generic one, always change it. Then as you're making your changes, always save, please. It is very, very important. Then this part too, their number, you can click. So where is it? You can see it here, so you can change. Then social icons also, say maybe it is Facebook and Instagram they have, you don't have Twitter and LinkedIn, so you can click on this also. Then you can see there's an X here, so you could probably just remove this. Then Twitter too, you can remove. So the ones they have, you can just click on this and paste the link. You can see URL of where their IG account is, right? Then you save. So that's basically how you edit. So for me, I feel I've done all I needed to do in this top area. So I could click on this X to go back to the page. Yeah, so The next thing to do is, I really needed to delete or edit this. Um, it will still be in customize, I think. So let me quickly see if I can edit it in customize. So instead of get a quote, so I think what I'll probably need to have there is like maybe contact us or something like that, right? So maybe a button that once you click, it takes them to your WhatsApp, something like that. You can see as I'm hovering, it comes up. You click, you can see get a quote. So you could change this to contacts. So maybe there's this new design concept that some not so big companies are doing right now, where they will ask you, do you have it? Like, I want a button that once they click, it just goes to my business, my WhatsApp business, and all right. So it's just to put whatever text you want. So maybe like contact us. So what you need is once they click this, you want it to launch the business WhatsApp account. Are we still together, please?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right. So what you do is always, please, always use your Google, right? Either your AI tools, your ChatGPT, and the likes, right? So what you want to do is, let's say, should I go the route of ChatGPT or I should just use Google? Because AI tool is also part of Google interface now. So I think I'll just type it directly. Generate a WhatsApp link for this number. So maybe +234. Maybe my phone number is 123456789. Now you can see the difference between just searching stuff and actually using ChatGPT. So I'm going to copy this because what I'm expecting is, or let me even guide it and say using wa me, because the stuff is the link is something around wa me or something like that. This one is wasting our time. So let me just copy this and go ChatGPT direct. Where should we begin? You tell us now. Okay, so I'll just launch this like that. Any question while this is loading?
Yes, a question, sir.
Okay.
Sir, does it mean that you if you check the link and it will lead you to the website, any visitor that click the link, it will just directly go to the company WhatsApp
Yeah, that's what I'm
number?
trying to do. Yeah, there are some people that want something like that. You can see what I did now. I said generate a WhatsApp link from this number, right? You can see https wa.me. So anytime you want any link to go to that person's WhatsApp number, it's just to add a / after this one, then 234, then the person's phone number. So this is all the link you want, right? So if I copy this link now, then I go back to where we were. So instead of this hash here, I could then paste this. So it means if anybody clicks, just once I hover on this, just check my bottom left corner of the screen, this axis here, right? You can see. So it means if anybody click, it will, if they use their phone to click, it will launch, it will just automatically launch the WhatsApp on that person's phone, right? It will launch that person's profile on WhatsApp. Then you can, oh, please, I want to inquire about this so thing I saw on your website and stuff like that, right? So you could just go ahead and publish. Then I want to click on X. And remember, you can design all those things too, because this generic yellowish color is not something you'd want on your website. It's like all these primitive kind of colors. Now we have modern colors. This one may pain my eye, right? So so this part, we can always edit this part with Elementor, right? It's straightforward, I think. So just click edit with Elementor, because I don't want today's session to be as long as that last week. After I finished that last week, right, I had to find some plants like that and arrange it on my back. I think that last week we did like 3 sessions, Abby.
Yes, sir. It
Yeah.
was three.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Today's session is probably going to be like 1.5. It won't be no. Because we know how to edit with Elementor already, right? So there's nothing too technical. The part that I actually want to focus on today, Seth, is the getting premium theme part, not this part. Because I trust us to, be able to edit these ones already. Most of us have turned pro now. I'm seeing your doings in my DM. You understand? Some persons have gotten gigs already, Seth, that they are working on. And if you haven't, trust me, don't worry about it. Just keep practicing. But the moment you get, all the several weeks of practice will then pay off, right? Because now, something that would have probably taken you, say, maybe a month to design before, but because you've been practicing, you've gotten familiar with everything, it will probably take you, say, maybe a week, 2 weeks. And trust me, you get there eventually, right? Like the one I just showed us, I designed that site in say maybe less than 2-3 days or so, and it's not. I've not always been like that. You understand, right? It's just constant practice because, as I said during the bootcamp, web design is not hard. Monotonous, yes, but it is not hard, right? It just needs you to get familiar with interfaces and get familiar with where some stuffs are. And once you've gotten familiar with it, right, then there's no limit to what you can actually achieve. You understand? All right, so edit with Elementor. If you don't want this, build your dream. This is a real estate. Build your dream. Use your AI, right? Remember, whenever you want to design a website, the person that paid you bought domain and hosting, ask the person the name of their website, if they have a business profile or the name when they started and stuff like that. The next thing to do before you even start designing is to go to your AI tool. Me, I prefer ChatGPT, and just say stuff like, maybe I want to design a website. It's a real estate website. Their name is Shakes Realtors. I think that's what they are called, right? Realtor, located in Abuja, Jabi. Phone number is plus 234 are we still together, please, while I'm typing this?
We're together, sir.
Okay, we started in 2022. We are into real estate in Abuja and Nasarawa. Okay, so you remember I needed to fund this thing with enough information, right? But because of our time, I'll just stop it, right? So if they have like a business handout or something, like, just copy everything and dump it, right? So I'll stop in this case and say, help generate content for the website. Yeah, you can see, so it is doing that already. But trust me, this first generic generation, right? I don't usually really go with this. What I do is, say I'm designing this now, right? So I'll just go ahead and let me open another page of this website. Then I'll show you all this my secret that I'm telling you people say, man. Small time now, you people now you start collecting. All right, so what I do is, you can see what I'm doing, right? So I'm done with this top part. So remember, I fed the details of that company to my AI. So I'll open the page on another tab. Then this is the hero section, right? At the beginning, it is moving, it is a slide, but it is not moving, it is the hero section, right? So I'll just copy all this, then I'll come back here and I'll say, in the hero section of the theme, help with content to replace this. then I'll paste this. Don't worry about the scattered arrangements. AI is very smart, right? You can see, so now it's giving me, what is that to do? Is it 5 minutes already? Oh, 15. Okay. I think we are still good, right? So once it is 5 more minutes, please just let me know so I can round up. All right. So now you can see what he did. He said headline this, subheading this. So I could just copy this. Then I'll come to this place. Where is that guy again? Yeah. So this particular one, that's the subheading. Where is it to build your dream? So I'll copy and paste. Then I'll go back again. This one. Oh, I think I alternated it. This is the subheading. So I was supposed to paste, though it doesn't matter though. I'm supposed to paste this here. Then, oh, but it is too long. Okay, let me cut this one. Yeah, then I'll just paste this one here. Yeah, I think I'll leave this one like this. I'm tempted to maybe reduce the text, but the problem is not actually this text because this is not too long, but the problem is the size of this text, right? So I'm going to leave it like this for now, right? Then this description, it doesn't have to be too long, so I think I'll stop here. Then I'm going to paste that here. I'll click and paste that here. Yeah, right? Please, let's mute to. Let's mute. Ah. Mr. Vincent, please mute though. All right, so on this part, so what I would do is, you can always change the color of this one. Just click style, text color. You can change to something like this. Then this one here, it is too big for me, even though the color is okay. So I'll click, then style. Size oftentimes is inside typography. You can see it here. So typography, you can see here is not showing anything and size is to the left. Sometimes it is like that. It just needs you to drag and it will start being obvious. So I'll just drag. Yeah, something like this is okay. Then before I publish, this is the desktop view. So I want to see how it's going to look on mobile, right? So let me just click on this. You can see on mobile, I don't quite like the size. It is too big. So what I'll do is, even though the size was okay on desktop, right? So I'm going to click on this again. Then typography, you can see this icon. Let me take it back to desktop. Then typography, you can see the icon is on desktop, so it means whatever it is you are editing here is for desktop and mobile. But the moment you go to mobile, it means whatever edits you are doing now, anytime you now see that mobile, it means you can edit this one that would only affect mobile. This one you can't edit it because if you edit it, it's going to affect desktop also. This one, it will affect desktop also. This one would affect desktop also. But this one would only affect mobile. This one would only affect mobile. So that is the essence of all these things. So since the generic size of this website is 60, now I want to set a unique one for mobile. So I could just reduce, yeah, something like this is okay for mobile, right? So you can see how tiny this is on mobile, and if I go to the desktop, it is big, right? So that's how to alternate edit on mobile and desktop. Right now to this button, right? Oftentimes I don't like having two buttons here, so I'll probably just need to remove one of them. So I'll right click on this one, then delete, then I'll edit this one. So maybe instead of contact us, I'll just do read more. So read more ordinarily shouldn't be taking them to contact. Read more should probably be taking them to the about page because you want them to read more about your company. So this shortcut that is inside this Elementor, where once you start typing something, it will give you all the list of the pages that you have on our website already. So if I type con, these are the pages, contact us, right? So the one I want is the about, so ABOUT, you can see. So instead of going to your about page and copying the link and coming to paste it here, you can just do the shortcut one of just starting to type, then it will suggest the list of those pages, then you can just click, you can see. So this is equally as, the same thing as going to your website and clicking about, then copying the link, then you pasting it here, right? So once you're done with this, you just go ahead and click on publish, right? Then the image, remember we've not changed the image, so the image is not here, so it'll probably be here. So let me click on this edit container, right? Then style, now you can see it here. So you could just go ahead and change, you can change to whatever it is you want. Then this part too, you click, it opens, you edit, you click, it opens, you edit. This ones too. Then the ones you don't need, just go ahead and remove, like this part. I probably don't need this one, so I'll just remove this section and remove this one too. Then after I removed, are we still together, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. So after I removed that one, I
Yes, sir.
noticed. Thank you. I noticed that it has distorted the feel of my website, right? Because this about founders, it's too close to this part. So it means this entire section is too close to this part. So what I can do is I can edit section, then advanced. You can see margin is the space between one item and the other item. Padding is the space inside of an item, right? So I don't want to add external space in between here. I want to add space inside of this place at the bottom here. So this item I picked, this is the top of that item, this is the bottom, this is the left, and this is the right. So I don't want to add space bottom here. I want space at the top here, inside, which is this place here. Sometimes you will notice that everything will be locked. You can see it says this one is locked. You can see the color of this is different from the color of this. This one has been unlocked, which is why 10 is here, 0 is here, 60 is here, 0 is here. But this one that is locked, if I type anything here, it will do the same thing for everything. So to unlock, you just to click on this, right? So it means you can now add different values, but that's not what I want to do. So I'll just undo, Control Z, so now I've undid everything, right? So here what I want to do is this padding to the top, I want to increase it to like maybe 30. You can see the space is now increasing, so I think like 40 will be okay, which is better than how it was before. Then you publish, then anything else you don't want, just remove. Yeah, so that's basically how to just keep editing. Yeah, so I want to believe we can edit this ourselves, right? Because it's the same thing we've been doing for several weeks now. Any question, please? I'm not seeing the minutes anymore. How many minutes do we have left, please?
7 minutes.
We have 7 minutes.
All right, so let me take your
Yes.
questions before I end this first section. Any questions? So it's you. So once you're done with this, where is that thing? Once you're done editing this page, just go back to your home page. Then yeah, project services, about contact. There are some themes you buy. You notice you have very plenty menus here, so you can just do some basic cleanup. Just go to appearance, menus. Then if the theme has footer menu, it has a mobile menu, excuse me, you'd always see it here. Like in this case, they've already selected main menu, which is the main menu of the site. You can see this is where it's coming from. So maybe you want to add project. Maybe you want to add a link to another page that is not in your pages, right? You can use custom links, right? Let's also assume that there's a page that is not listed here, or maybe there's a link to a particular post or a link to a particular project that is not here, what you can do is you can just do these custom links. You can click, so you paste the URL of that thing, then the title, you can give it a title and say um, Jabi project or something like that. Then you can add to menu. You can see, so it says, so if maybe you want this under project, you can just drag it to the right a bit. If you don't want it under project, you can drag it to the left. So drag it to the right, it means it's going to be a drop down under this one. So this is basically just how you can create custom links that is not part of your pages here. Then once you're done, just remember to click save menu. So this is how you can decluster your menus. And if maybe there's a different menu also on the footer, you can just click on this. So these ones, they don't have a separate menu on the footer. There are some themes that you click this side, you see footer 1 menu, footer 2 menu, mobile menu. So it means if you want to edit mobile menu, you just click on it, then you click select. So it can load those menu here, then you can edit. Once you're done and you want to edit another menu, you see like 4 options here that you can always click. And what I mean is, let me show us this. Like, see this theme I'm working on, right? Once I click, you can see how many menus this one have. Main menu, top bar menu, footer additional menu. Like, it's just to click whichever one you want to edit, then select, then you can edit those menu. Any question before we round up?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I have a question.
All right.
This question I wanted to ask is, I don't know, this one will maybe will be at the ending, but I need to ask it and start to you to go to your notice, sir.
Oh yeah.
The
Now.
question is that there's someone that discussed something with me, and I told him that
Sorry.
how will I how
Before
will
you continue, sorry. How many minutes do you have left before you, so I can know how
from,
to? Eh?
from 3 minutes now.
It means you have to be fast with the question then.
Okay, my question is, the how will you protect the website? You know that do hackers someone discussed me, how will I prevent hackers from
All right. So thank you very
discussing
much. Thank you very much for that. Right. So one of the reasons why most websites prefer to go for WordPress is because WordPress is a very massive platform. Several millions of companies are using WordPress. There are several plugins that protect against hack on WordPress. It's just for you to install the plugin, then it does that. Even WordPress in itself has some level of security it provides. So it's different from a programmer decided to build a website, right? It means the person will have to put some plans in check to protect the website. But WordPress in itself, because of how massive it is, because of the massive community, right, they make sure that websites on WordPress are protected. So once you come back in the next session, I'll probably start from there, then give you some plugins, some free plugins you can just activate that does some level of protection for your site. So we're going to start from there in the next section. All right, so please, we are like 10 right now. So please, immediately I post the new link, let's quickly click on it so we can just finish, we can quickly do that and finish early, please, right? So, yeah, so see you guys in the next session.